Double-sided LP show. 2 new albums, 2 old. Add that shit up, it equals 4. Let us out, my people cold. You got a mouse out, eat a cold. Why aren't we allowed to even go? I'm gon' pay the fee a toll. Whatever it takes to see us all.
Yeah, how do you want to do this, man?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, do we start? Do we do?
You gotta say your catchphrase.
My catchphrase?
Yeah.
I love the world.
Is that your catchphrase?
I don't know. I do love the world.
It's hard not to, man. So much beauty around us. Always.
Yeah. Except for the chair you're sitting in.
It is kind of fucked up.
In that chair.
Editor, throw up a picture of my chair.
Oh god. I gotta... This is just... There's not supposed to be any editing.
Editor, throw up a picture of my chair real quick.
This is gonna go on other platforms.
Editor,
without visuals.
Put it up on my chair.
Jesus, man.
It's actually really comfortable.
I think it's tricking you, bro.
I'd like to say I did. I got that used.
The beer bottle in the back left.
On the floor. Not the TV on the ground. That's not what did it for you.
Oh, you know, there's that too. But you know.
So, Michael, what you been listening to this week?
Oh, we're doing this, huh? Well, I've been listening to 4 albums.
4 albums.
4 albums only. I didn't listen to anything else.
Nothing else.
Not a single other thing.
Okay.
Those 4 albums are Aesop Rock's Black Hole Superette. Ding! It like pops up on the screen. Ding! Mei's... Oh, dude, I gotta pull up the list so I can actually see how it's pronounced, because I always call her Mei Semones, but that is not her name.
No, that's not it.
Mei Semones
I believe.
Semones Animaru, GUNSHIP's Dark All Day, and Sonny Rollins Saxophone Colossus.
Really? Saxophone Colossus? I didn't take you for a jazz guy.
Yeah, more into rap, aka crap.
Crap, C-rap, bro.
Yeah, C-rap. I don't think there's any like artistic value within rap. So I do think there's just nothing of value within it. It's I don't know, slop, I guess. You know, I mean, what, he samples stuff. What, you can't think of nothing original, buddy?
Dude, real artists play instruments. And the 808 is not an instrument.
Yeah. All right. I guess we'll go in that order. We'll go each our news and then each our olds. I think that's good.
Sure thing, buddy.
All right. So that means for the first ever double-sided LP show.
Put some oomph into it, bro. Come on.
Oh, for the first ever, the double-sided LP show album, Aesop Rock Hole's his Black Hole Superette.
His Black Hole.
Yeah, so big fan of Aesop Rock's Hole, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah. His hole, I mean, it's super, right? His super hole?
His massive fucking hole.
Gaping.
Yeah.
Even.
Fucking throbbing.
Alright. So, the reason I chose this, in particular, one, because it's one of my favorite records to come out this year, but 2, Aesop Rock is just like one of my favorite artists, period.
Mm-hmm.
I think his discography is just completely out of the border of most other rappers or just artists in general. Is he... One thing I really admire with him is he didn't like fall off. He developed and grew as an artist as he went on, rather than stagnating at any point or trying to relive how he used to act or anything like that. He's always been very authentic to himself, which is why I think he's been able to keep keep such a consistent discography as he's approaches old age. I mean, he's what, 50?
He's been making music since like the 90s.
Yeah, he is 49 years old. His first album would be 1997's Music for Earthworms. So, I mean, from 1997 to now 2025, he's been... I mean, in my opinion, I think he's gotten better as he goes on.
I think that's fair.
I like his early stuff, but I really feel like he found himself around Skeleton. Skeleton is my favorite album of his. That was the first album he ever produced on his own, and I think that, honestly, he thrives under his own production way more than he thrives under someone else's production. No hate to some of the great producers he's worked with, like Blockhead or LP or anyone like that. Great producers. But for Aesop Rock in particular, I think he is really able to... The way he uses both his sampling techniques and his synths brings just a way different sound than most other rappers.
Right.
As his own producer, he's done Skeleton, and then he did The Impossible Kid, which I believe is the fan favorite of his albums. I think people say that's probably his magnum opus. I don't agree. I like Skeleton more. That's just me. Then Spirit World Field Guide, he didn't do Garbology. That was a Blockhead production. Integrated Tech Solutions from 2 years ago. Now, Black Hole Superette. Black Hole Superette had me worried because he released 2 singles for it. The singles were Checkers and Send Help. And those are like my 2 least favorite tracks on the album. I like Checkers. Send Help is good, but that cartoonish bit during the hook where he goes, "Help!"
Yeah, there's some...
He could have done another take there.
There's some corny unk moments on this album, I'm gonna be honest.
Where else are you thinking? So I have to fight you on parts of this.
I don't know.
Send Help, I agree. I do hate the help. Other than that, I don't know what you could be talking about.
Maybe I imagined it.
I do hate the help.
Help.
It is... I get the idea. And I do think it could work if he did another take where it sounded a little more authentic. It's just such a terrible take that he ended up going with. No, Checkers is good, but I mean, like...
Help? Sorry, I was just listening to it again.
Help? No, it's the second help he does that I hate. He does help, and then he goes, help! Go to 150 and unpause.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Help! It's just such a bad take. I was also really worried when it came out that, like,
help?
yeah, it's just those 2 songs, I was like, Checkers is okay, but not even close to one of his better songs. And Send Help came out. I want to say Send Help came out second, and it was like, help! And I was like, oh no. He's lost it.
Your goat's washed.
But then, the album came out, and he won me back. I am hesitant to say it's better than like an Integrated Tech Solutions from 2 years ago, but I do think it's another like fantastic body of work along his catalog.
Yeah.
Like if this could be considered a subpar work from him, I don't know. It shows how flabbergastingly good he is.
I guess I don't know Ball so much with Aesop Rock.
Yeah, I mean, his discography is definitely worth going through. I honestly would say you can skip some of the early stuff, because even he admits in like interviews where he's like, because obviously he's most widely known for the vocabulary he has. Mm-hmm. Like they did that, not Harvard, was it Harvard or like Yale? Some big college did a study on rappers and the size of their vocabulary. And he had like a huge jump past the person who was in second place. Like they studied a bunch of different rappers, and there's like unique words used within the first like 10 albums or 5 albums or something. And he was just miles ahead of everyone else. That's what he's famous for, and that's what he did on his early stuff as well. But he was using all these weird cryptic words without as much of a meaning in his early stuff. And not only did it make it really hard to follow, but it felt like he wasn't really saying anything, even though he was using all these intricate words, which I don't know exactly when he stopped, but he did admit that he was like not really saying anything and sort of shifted. I'd start with like Labor Days, or maybe Float. I like Float, but like Music for Earthworms and Appleseed, they're good, but like not really necessary listens, I don't think. Like Labor Days, None Shall Pass, some of his side stuff I really like Hokey Fright, under his group The Uncluded, the female singer. It's him in a collaboration with what's her name? Kimia Dawson. She's like a folk singer, so it's like folk rap fusion. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite albums ever. It is very unique. The song in particular, Delicate Cycle, always makes you want to tear up. It's so good. But anyway, on to Black Hole Superette. One thing I really liked in Integrated Tech Solutions was he had a couple songs where he was like telling stories. There's the one in Integrated Tech Solutions where he talked about as a kid whenever he was at a restaurant with his family, and Mr. T was there.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the first time he'd ever seen a celebrity, and he was a little kid. There's another song where he talks about how Da Vinci was a failure, and how like he went to a museum one time and he saw like some painting he did, and it made him reflect on success and stuff like that. But that one, the Da Vinci one, didn't have any rhyming in it though. It was really just him telling a story over a beat. But I really liked those songs because throughout his discography, he's not really he tells stuff about his life and he's personal, but it's shielded through the way he writes and the way he raps with all these abstract concepts. So like for the Integrated Tech Solutions in this album to have those tracks where he strips away the complications and just explains something outright, I think it makes those a little more impactful. Like on the song like John Something, right? He's talking about how like he's as a kid, not as a kid, as like a college student. He's sitting there, and this speaker comes, and he slips up, and he can't explain why he's actually coming there to talk about his photography portfolio, and he ends up just talking about a movie for 30 minutes because he's so obsessed with it. And for to get that kind of insight into his life, I think was really cool. He seems to be doing that more now that he's older. And then another song like Snail Zero, which is a little more humorous. He does the same thing where he's like talking about how him and his new girl that he lives with now got like snails, or got like fish, and then a bunch of snails ended up living in it. No, I just think little bits like that where like it's more of an insight into his life is just a little, even though they're not exactly dealing with anything too complex, there's something just a little rawer about those, like an actual insight into his life rather than him just reflecting on the world around him, which he usually does. Another reason this album kind of stands out when compared to the rest of his discography is it's a lot more positive. He usually has kind of a nihilistic look on the world around him, but on this one it definitely feels like he's more seeing the beauty around him in his age. Like he's realizing he's getting older, and rather than seeing that as like a negative thing, I think he's really accepting it and dealing with it in a much more positive manner than how he would have in other albums. Usually it's very, I wouldn't say he's like a depressing rapper or nothing, but he's definitely very he usually comes off as a little more angry or annoyed with the rest of the world than he does on this album.
He's reached full unk. This is the final stage of unk rap.
Well, I don't know about that because I think one important stage of unk rap is you become a parent, and I don't know if he's ever going to become a parent. He's 50, dude. I don't think we're getting Aesop Rock Jr.
Aesop Jr., bro.
I don't think we're getting like how Dirty Bastard has this kid, young Dirty Bastard. I don't think we're getting Aesop Pebble or nothing.
Sure. +2. +2.
I don't think Aesop Pebble's ever coming, bro. I think it's gonna end at the Rock, which is fine, you know. Anyway, do you have any thoughts on the album? Because I know you only listened to it once, but
I like the production quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I would categorize it really, but kind of boom bappy, very like, I don't know, something about it is somewhat, I don't know, it speaks to me. It speaks to me.
I like obviously he's known for his raps, but he's genuinely one of my favorite producers. Like that's one reason, like I was saying before, I really like, I think he's really comes into his own whenever he's producing the songs he's rapping on, because he really does have like a very, one thing I noticed I really like his drums. His drums sound super sampled. Like you can almost hear exactly where he cut out this song's, you know, kick or the snare. Like it's very
warm, very grainy almost.
It punches real hard because it sounds so sampled, and then he's layering that punchiness over like usually some sort of smooth synth, right? Like take a song like So Be It. The way he's able to put such like I don't know, but he's able to put such punchy drums over a synth like that just gives it a whole unique feeling than how usually those drums would be used or how usually those synths would be used. I just feel like his production, his style is so impactful. You know, like by the definition of the word.
He doesn't sound white. Like I was aware of Aesop in the periphery. Or not Aesop in the periphery. Like I never had like really dived into any of his stuff, and I always thought it was a black dude because of his vocal inflection.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a.
No, he's like a white Jewish dude. I think
it's a bit of like a video game donkey situation.
No, it's funny. I've always known he's a white guy, so I guess it's never happened to me. But no, I think he's. If I remember correctly, he's like I think he was raised like Christian, but I think like genetically he was a Jewish dude from New York. So I mean, I guess by that you would,
yeah.
So
ethnically is the word you're looking for.
An ethnic Jew. I think I'm trying to see. I'm on his Wikipedia. Yeah, his last name is Bavitz.
Yeah, that's
Ian Matthias Bavitz. So yeah, he was raised Catholic, but nowadays he's on his Wikipedia it says agnostic, but I'd push probably closer to atheist based on some of the music he's made. He's a lot not this album, but a lot of his other albums contain songs where he's dealing with religion in either a positive or a negative manner. But I mean, if I were to take a gamble, I'd guess atheist on his part. But all right, let me just go through a couple of tracks. Like we go through Secret Knock, right? Secret Knock I think is a fantastic opener. The I want to say he's done this like his past like 3 albums, but he has sort of like a looping, quick, choppy synth rolling in with like some sort of vocal sample, and then he starts rapping, and it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? If it sounds cool in the opener, rock him.
True.
But I do think he's done that like all 3 times. And then I do have a little bit additional insight because I'm every time he posts something on his Instagram, I think because Instagram sees that I love him, they put it like the front of my feed. And he did a Q&A on his Instagram like a month ago, And he was talking about Secret Knock and how he's just like, yeah, having a song like that where I can kind of rap fast, it just sounds like a good opener. That's it. he's very nonchalant whenever he talks about his music, even though he's heralded as like this great artist. He's like usually just like, yeah, I just thought it sound good. He doesn't seem to hold himself onto a pedestal at all. I hold him on a pedestal. I always will.
You're jerking him off?
I would listen, man. I know he's got like a wife now or something, but she'd be out of the picture if I was.
Yeah, you'll change his mind.
Yeah, I do think it's funny that he doesn't like do interviews and he doesn't do live shows. He's very in his own like lane. He doesn't really mess with anything. He barely does interviews. He's hardly online. He doesn't even like allow comments on his Instagram. So there's not even that chance to interact with him or anything like that. It's just like he's very self-contained. And like the only insight you'll ever get into his life is if he just so happens to mention something on a song. It's like he mentions moving in with some girl on Snail Zero, and I'm like, oh, good for him. You know, it's just I don't know. Obviously, fame, people usually are pretty high on that, and they'll, you know, exploit their own personal life in order to gain or to show off their status and stuff like that, which I get. I mean, and also, you know, people who are fans of you care about that kind of stuff for whatever reason, idolatry and such. But he's very much like not in the public eye. He doesn't push himself to be in the public eye.
That should be.
He just makes music.
Too many damn artists on Twitter, bro.
That yeah.
Pull up any JPEG Mafia tweet from the last 3 years, please.
Oh jeez. Look at it. It's terrible. It's me pointing it at the screen. I'm not gonna animate that or nothing, but it's me looking at it on the screen. Oh man, that's
shaking. Yeah, we're shaking our heads.
Me listening to JPEG Mafia, but shaking my head so that people don't think I support his Twitter.
They don't support him beefing with artists who've never mentioned him once.
No, he's getting validation for his claims based on this Alchemist stuff coming out though.
True. Yeah.
He's winning.
But like the Freddie Gibbs shit, fucking Jolie Valence.
Joey Valence?
No.
He just worked with Joey Valence.
Whatever.
He says that's his favorite white boy. Anyway, going like song to song. Checkers, I think, is a decent single.
It's your favorite track, your least favorite track?
My favorite track, my least favorite track? My favorite track.
And what would you rate it? The album.
My favorite track is probably So Be It. At least right now, it's So Be It. But with Open Like Eagle. But I think in the long run, it may shift to Charlie Horse, because that just has 3 of my favorite artists ever. It has Aesop Rock, Homeboy Sandman, and Lupe Fiasco. 2 of those guys have some of the most solid discographies I've ever heard, and then Homeboy Sandman is just like sick. He doesn't have a bad discography or nothing, but I haven't been through it. I've only heard most of his recent stuff and like one old album of his. But I think from an objective point of view, Lupe Fiasco arguably has the best rap discography of all time. Like, he doesn't have an album that's below like an objective 8.7.
That's crazy.
You know? Dude, I mean, like, I remember when I went through it, I was like, wow. Like, I generally don't know who could compare. Because, I mean, he hasn't released, like, a small amount of albums. He's released a good bit throughout his career. But he's on a whole different level. That's like, I don't know why he's not in more, goated discussions and such. And then Aesop Rock. Well, I'm not huge on his early stuff. I don't dislike his early stuff. And by that I mean like 2000 and before, like the 3 albums that were released in that time frame. I'm like, give or take them. Everything after that's awesome.
You're here, no there.
Is either, yeah. So I could see a world where that shifts into being my favorite song, Charlie Horse. And then my least favorite, man, it's got to be Send Help.
I agree with you on that one.
It's just it doesn't stand out to me.
Yeah. What would you rate it, bro?
Okay, well that's unfair because there's a reason I don't rate albums. Like, I don't know, man. If I had to, like, the lowest I can imagine giving it's a 9. But I mean, I give most of his albums 10s in my mind, you know?
Are you putting it above or below any of his discography?
His discography?
Yeah.
I put it above anything before the year 2000. I put it above The Impossible Kid. I put it above Labor Days. I put it above Bazooka Tooth, Garbology, Fast Cars, Danger. Yeah, I put it above those. Out of like studio albums, not counting EPs and stuff like that, or side projects. I put it above those, but I don't know if it beats out like Skeleton or None Shall Pass or ITS. Probably about even, or no, it's probably better than Spirit World Field Guide though. I don't know. I'm not huge on rating albums because like, based on just vibe, I give this like a 10 because like I can listen to it infinitely. I can just put it on at any point ever and I'll love it. So it feels weird to not give it any sort of high score. That's why I don't like rating albums. I'm unfair. If you go to my letterbox, I've given more 5s than I give any other review. I just like stuff. Nothing's perfect. So as long as it's like really good, whatever.
All right, get off your soapbox, bro.
That's just me.
That's enough of that.
All right, then your favorite, least favorite, and rating.
I think I'm right there with you. So Be It is good. The Arm & Hammer, I was really excited to hearing an Arm & Hammer feature because I'm such a Billy Woods fan.
You are an Arm & Hammer fan.
Honestly, I felt like it was a little lackluster.
Really?
Not like my least favorite song on the album, or even my least favorite Arm & Hammer feature, to be honest. But I know Elucid and I know Billy Woods can definitely provide more than what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, So Be It for sure the favorite, and then Send Help is corny as hell.
It doesn't rock.
It just ruins the song, man. Help.
Man, like the reason I gave So Be It my favorite really is just because like the production and like Open Mike Eagle's hook is it's just very powerful and very well done. But like I also really do like songs like John Something. John Something has a very unique flavor to it that I really like.
The breakbeat's fun.
If I were to give a second least favorite, I'm probably going Ice Sold Here. It kind of feels like an interlude. If it was called Ice Sold Here Interlude, I'd be like, oh, okay. But for this to be considered like a completed track alongside the rest of the along the rest of the album, I don't know, doesn't feel right. I do quite like his flow on it, but I don't know, doesn't feel complete or as complete. I meant to ask you because I know you are a Arm & Hammerist. Do you know what the sample is on 1010 Wins? Because he sampled Billy Woods saying danger on that. Do you know what that's from? I don't know if you can tell just based on like the one line, but like if you go to the hook, like 120-ish.
Yeah, 120.
Dangerous. Yeah, he says dangerous. That's from an Arm & Hammer song, he said.
It's got to be an old one. I don't recognize it.
But it's funny because that's why he asked them to be on it, is because he sampled Arm & Hammer's or some sort of Billy Woods line, and he was like, I wonder if they want to be on it.
I feel like Arm & Hammer isn't a big Aesop isn't a big feature guy, it seems. Got what? Two
this
dudes?
is a lot of features.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. He
usually compare it to, and he meant to get another feature on this. He meant to get Rob Sonic, which would have been sick. I love Rob Sonic, but Rob Sonic didn't have time, and that's not counting like Slug did some vocal stuff on it. But I mean, let's go to his previous album. He had 3 features, so even less. Let's go to Garbology. No features from my understanding. No, 1 feature. Spirit World Field Guide, I believe, had no features. He's not huge on features. He can carry a. I do think that there's one issue though is like
It doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't
there's
get
very
like
few
very
people-
boring. You know.
no. Well, there's very few people I think that can work with him because it's not like he could do something with someone who is a little simpler. You know what I mean? It just wouldn't sound right. He needs like these kind of people to be on it. Like he needs an open Mike Eagle type to be on it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's such a specific strain of rapper.
Unk coded.
Like Lupe Fiasco becoming buddies with him as of late is kind of crazy. It's definitely got to be the biggest artist he's ever worked with. All right. Well, I guess that would bring us to
Animaru. What a fucking album, man. Animaru, put it on screen.
Okay, it is on screen.
Okay, put up the lady on screen also.
Put
Mei
her on it?
Yeah, put her up there. She can.
Okay.
Hey, how's it? Hey.
We didn't get like an interview, so it's just like a picture.
What an album, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think you recommended this
I
to
did.
me.
Listen, I'm the music guy this year, especially. I'm tapped in for the most part.
How did you find it?
I randomly heard one of the singles before it came out, and it was very good. So
Okay.
I followed her, and then I waited for the album to come out, and it came out. I was like, "This is really good." Let me see if I can remember which one it is. If I go to Animaru, and probably whatever the first single was that released.
Zaragani.
I think it was Zaragani.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is, for me at least, album of the year contender. It's year of the girly pop. I feel like
Is this?
it's a very girly pop album.
Is it girly pop, or are
Yeah,
you
it
just
is.
saying that because it's a girl?
No, you're right. I'm just saying that because I'm a misogynist.
Well, it's not very pop. I wouldn't say. I described it as cafe jazz that would make you pull your phone out and Shazam the song because you're like, oh, it's actually pretty good.
That's fair.
I don't want that to sound like I'm being mean to the album at all because I love it. I think it's a really, really, really good album, but it sounds like it'd be playing in a cafe. But it rocks. Like it's really good.
One thing I noticed, like it's a very intimate album for the most part. It's just an acoustic guitar and a lady voice, but there's a pretty decent sized ensemble behind her. I think there were like 5 or 6 other dudes that worked on this album.
Yeah.
But I mean, between like a very soft spoken, almost like whisper like voice, an acoustic guitar, you got like a weepy violin, and then like bossa nova drums, man. Fucking awesome. I love this album.
Yeah. I do think she just graduated from Berkeley, which is pretty cool.
That checks out.
Yeah. This is technically her debut album. She's had 2 EPs before this. But this is her album, her first album. Debut studio album.
She's on tour.
Yeah.
She is not coming to Colorado.
Brutal. Is it not like a world? Is it not like a countrywide? Is it like a small tour?
It's a countrywide. I mean, she's going Dallas, Austin, Houston, Phoenix, San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Portland, Vancouver, Seattle.
This is like the
And then
big,
she
the big
goes
hits.
international. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's a West Coast tour, but man, I'd love to see something like this in a small venue, man.
Well, it's doing pretty well, right? Would it be how small a venue would it even be? I feel like she's getting kind of big. I mean, I guess relatively. I mean, she's
That's yeah. How many fans she got in Colorado? You know,
at least one.
me.
Come over to me, May. No, it's okay. I don't want to do that. That's fair.
I was named after Overwatch.
That's weird. How old are you?
I'm 12.
Oh my god. No, listen. I'm pretty sure it was Zaragani that I heard, just like randomly. It was just like randomly came on my SoundCloud. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I saved it, and I was like, I followed her, and I didn't know she was working on an album or nothing, because it didn't seem like she was big. And then Animaru came out, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. And then I see like other people are talking about how good it is. And I'm like, what? And I went like to her, then I went to her Instagram, and she's got like 130,000 followers. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I didn't realize this was someone like kind of big. And then like, and then I saw her do an Off the Radar performance. And I don't know, that kind of put a weird feeling in my stomach. I don't trust the Off the Radar, man. I don't know what it is. Something about it.
She's got an audio tree. Got an audio tree concert as well.
What's that?
It's like Tiny Desk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Something about the Off the Radar. Nothing good's ever come out of it.
No?
I don't know, man. It's like, it gives me a bad feeling. Or On the Radar. Sorry, not Off the Radar. On the Radar. Something about it. I don't know. I don't want to be hateful, but it's just this guy. It makes me squint my eyes. But I don't know, man. I mean, this is a great jazz rock. Is it rock? Is it what is it far enough?
Pop.
Pop. Okay, a jazz.
Spotify says bossa pop.
SoundCloud says indie pop.
Yeah, is very jazz influenced. I like that a lot.
I do say now personally, this didn't get me. Like I'm not saying this, but the biggest complaint I'm seeing is it being repetitive.
Nah,
you don't agree at all. Because I hear what they're talking about.
Consistent. It's not repetitive. It's consistent. I think that's a better way to put it. It's repetitive if it sucks, you know?
I guess.
This is just a consistent album.
No, listen, I feel the same. I never was like, I never got tired of the sound throughout what was it, 10 tracks. I really, really liked it all the way through.
Short and sweet too. I mean, 37 minutes.
I don't really know what the album art means.
It's just a rat with wings, bro.
What does that mean, though?
I don't know. There's also a song called Rat with Wings.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I mean, good for her. I just don't understand the... Like, I looked at her other album covers, and I really like Kabuto Mushi's cover. I think that's a way better cover. That's just me.
Yeah. Well, you got a favorite song on this one? Least favorite song?
Right, you got nothing else to say about the album? This was your bring. You brought this show and tell.
I guess I can start then. I think either self-titled on there, Animaru, or Rat with Wings. I feel like they both have a very, very similar structure with just like swelling instrumentation. I don't think there's any... No, never mind. But I don't know, like the swelling violin on Animaru is just like awesome. And then Rat with Wings, she does this thing, and there are a few artists. It's becoming a trend, I think, of just like a certain delivery where you start off really whispery and then you just get louder and louder until you're just like yelling.
Yeah, so I'm sure.
I think stuff like that's fun, and like the instruments behind you are doing the same thing, or it's just they're very, very whole sounding by the end of it. And I don't know. I think that's really cool.
What's your least favorite then? You got a favorite? What's your least favorite?
I don't know, man. I don't think I can. I don't know, being true to myself, I can't say I have a song on this album that I just don't like.
I'm not saying you don't like one.
This is...
But there's one that doesn't hit as hard, I would think.
I mean, top of mind, I'm thumbing through it right now. Maybe Donguri is just like a little lackluster. But even that, I think it's one of the like 2 or 3 songs that have an upright bass with very heavy presence, and that's like one of my favorite instruments. I just love someone thumbing through that shit, just right in it. but I don't know. This is a 10 out of 10 album for me. Definitely in the running for album of the year.
I don't know if it's my personal album of the year running right now, and it's genuinely just because I've listened to so many albums that are so good. Like, this is a ridiculous year. Most years this should be like an easy like top 10 pick, but like this year has been insane.
It's been insane,
man. How many have I listened to so far? I'm at album 165, man, and like 50 of those are album of the year contenders. They're all so good, and we're halfway through the year. My favorite song.
I hope it doesn't slow down.
I don't want to slow. I mean, obviously,
we've been getting so much.
You know, it's like, oh, my harvest is too bountiful. No, you know, obviously, I'm not going to complain about that. I enjoy good music coming out, but it is a lot. I do think my favorite track's probably Animaru as well, and then my least favorite's Donguri, especially when Donguri follows Animaru.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say I don't. One thing that does a little irk me about this album is I feel like there's not really. Maybe I'm just missing something, but I feel like there's not a semblance to why the tracks are in this order. It doesn't feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it comes off less like an album, more like a playlist.
That's fair.
Like a really good playlist. Like, don't get me wrong, this is definitely like from an objective level, like a 10 out of 10. It's great. It has such a strong sense of what it's trying to say as a collection. But like the webbing that would connect song to song isn't really there. It's more like it's more like a circle without the inner linings.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's me trying to find something bad. Like it's a great album. It's fantastic. The Japanese and the combination of the Japanese and English lyrics is really fun. The bounciness of going from the more simplistic moments into the grander moments on each song is really good. It's a fantastic record. It's just I definitely think she's going to do something a lot better in her second album. Her second studio album, that is. For this being a debut is something really special. I think she's going to be able to do a lot better as a follow in a follow up.
I'm looking forward to it. Well,
and that brings us.
That's it, right? We're done.
No, there's 2 more albums that are old. For
Holy
old people.
Shit! Are you kidding
me? These are
me?
for elderly people that were born 100 years ago and listened to music back then.
This is for unks and aunties.
Yeah. Which is why I took a really ancient pick of GUNSHIP's Dark All Day, which came out
2018.
2018? Yeah, that sounds about right. All right. So, let me set the scene, Dylan. All right?
Okay.
Imagine you're just like a little bit younger, me, not that much younger. And you're playing video games. And you're like, man, I want something to listen to. But, I don't know. I don't really want to pay too much attention to it. I just want something sort of video gamey to jam. So you look online and you find this thing on YouTube. It's this synth radio station on YouTube. It's like not a real radio station, but it's called Night Ride FM. They're sick. I really like Night Ride FM. If I were to ever make synth music, I'd want it on there because they're very cool. They have like 8. I don't even know how it works on YouTube. I don't know how this is allowed, but they have 6 different streams going or something like that 24/7. I don't know how that works. Just from I don't know how you even set that up. But anyway, you put on Night Ride FM, 24/7 synthwave radio. And I don't know, you use that for a couple months. And then one day something sounds really interesting. So you alt tab over and you're looking because it tells you what song is playing. You see, it's something called Dark All Day by GUNSHIP. And you are hit with some fucking saxophone. You're like, what? This is synth music. They can play saxophone. And you're like, all right, you know what? Maybe I'll save this one. Maybe I'll check this one out. Check it out. It has the coolest music video you've ever seen. You're like, what? That's crazy. Then you go listen to the full album it's from. And then suddenly you have one of your favorite albums to ever come out. Now listen, I don't think it's perfect. I will say that about Dark All Day. It ain't perfect. I don't even think it's the favorite album they've made by like their fans. I think they actually liked Unicorn, the most recent project, more. I'm still a Dark All Day girly. End of the day. Dude. I like synthwave. Like probably more than the average guy. But it isn't a fantastic genre. It is lackluster for the most part. People make the most repetitive shit. But GUNSHIP, in my personal opinion, escape that cliche and make some really interesting stuff. They maybe it's because they almost lean heavier towards the rock at times, or even like I think they're even almost considered metal, or I think they do like metal stuff. I don't know enough about metal to be able to go along with it, but they're so for someone who's listened to who has listened to a lot of synthwave, these guys are leagues ahead of most of the competition. They are far more unique than most synthwave artists can claim to be. But that's just me.
I will give him that. No, I will give it that. Yeah, I am a synthwave hater. I'll be honest. Hater.
That's a step far.
Hater.
Okay.
Hater. Wait, this wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably about as much as you're gonna get from me. The saxophone's pretty cool. I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have
You got the lady singing.
Yeah.
Generally, not a big fan of synthwave. This one didn't speak to me like crazy, but I can't say it was bad.
Mm-hmm,
you know,
mm-hmm.
which
is saying a lot.
Coming from me is saying a lot. Yeah.
I will say the song "Time After Time" sucks. They did a terrible cover of "Time After Time." I am baffled that this is on this album. Like, I don't know how this left the locker. Like, it left the vault. That's my only complaint about the entire album. This is one of my favorite albums of all time. "Time After Time" is not a good cover of the song "Time After Time." I kind of like what they do with the drums on it. That's it. Track 8. I don't skip it usually. But like,
Time After Time is... It's like something you'd hear on like a fucking, Monster Cat. Like a Monster Cat playlist.
Yeah? Is it?
Yeah.
You mean like the original or this one's? I thought Monster Cat was like
this
dubstep.
one. Yeah.
This ain't dubstep.
I'm saying it pejoratively.
Oh. That's weird. I don't know, maybe it's just I don't understand dubstep too well, but I wouldn't put this anywhere near that. The trio of GUNSHIP, I really like their music. I do think that, I don't know, I'm hoping they're able to keep making good music. They did an AI music video, which I thought was pretty fucking lame. But it seemed like the synth people kind of like AI, because it fits like the futuristic theme that most synthwave artists go for. It's really lame though. So I'm hoping they drift away from that. That's obviously new stuff. As far as Dark All Day goes, they did some fantastic work. If you've never seen the music video for Dark All Day, definitely check that one out. That one's sick.
I'm not.
They learned that synth and saxophone go together really well, because on Unicorn, I think the guy Tim Capello is on like half those songs. Like, they just realized that it rocks and people like it, so they're like, let's just get this guy back for like most of the album. Which I think is really funny. They're just like, yeah, dude, fuck it. But yeah, I think like Woken Furies is awesome. I think it's one of my favorite album openers of all time. Dark All Day is like probably one of my top 5 favorite songs to ever come out. I love Dark All Day. The saxophone on that rips. The female vocalist rips. It's just, I mean, it's the best synthwave song I've ever heard. When You Grow Up, Your Heart Dies.
The saxophone is a better vocalist than the lady on this album, in my opinion.
Well, she's the only one. She's only on this song. Dude, that drop on, like, you click to like 409, 408 when she goes, let's fly high, and she goes down, but it all comes in and the saxophone starts ripping. Oh, like one of my favorite moments in a song. It's just it hits so hard. Like, I read an interview one time about this album, and it was talking about this song, and it was talking about how, like, a lot of genres, they'll throw saxophone on there because, you know, theoretically it would sound cool or it'd be cool, but it always feels like they don't really know what they're doing with the saxophone and they just wanted one on there. But, like, Tim Capello on this song is inspired. Like, he has something to say with that saxophone on this song. It isn't just like a little spice that they threw on there because they thought it would sound cool and people would like it. It is like he was meant to be part of this, and it rocks. It rocks so hard. Dark All Day. Not a week goes by where that I don't listen to it at least once. I jam it all the time. I love that song. When You Grow Up, Your Heart Dies is really good. I like it. I don't know. I used to not be a fan of it. I just tend to prefer more high octane music. So slower songs have to sort of pop out a bit more for it to get me. But as I've listened to it more and more, I really do like When You Grow Up, Your Heart Dies. But then we're back on like my kind of speed with like the Drone Racing League. Drone Racing League is oh, dude, Elm's right here. Like I don't know, man. I find it hard to talk about this album just because I really like synths, and for them to be used so well, it's hard for me to do anything but gush about it. I don't know, man. Gates of Disorder is one of my favorite finales of all time. Time After Time is one of the worst songs to ever come out, ever. Just sucks. This is a bad song. My least favorite Gunship song ever. Just bad. Just really bad. Thrasher rips. Blood Red Kiss rips. I feel like an idiot because I really liked the book Ready Player One. And I read Ready Player One before I listened to this album. And I did not realize the song Artemis and Parzival were the two main characters in Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Like, I did not realize that until like last year. And I was like, wait. Wait a minute. I think I read a comment. I think I was listening to it on YouTube or something, and I saw a comment talking about Ready Player One. I was like, like, even the lyrics even contain stuff about it. I just straight up didn't notice. I don't know. Good song though. Listen, I genuinely love every song on this except for Time After Time. Like, it is. This is one of my favorite records ever. I just love it. I can do nothing but gush about it, except for Time After Time. Time After Time sucks, but everything else is like a 9.9 to like a 15 out of 10. And that's just me. I love this record.
Well, favorite song, least favorite song.
Favorite song is Dark All Day. It's the best synthwave song I think to ever be released. And then least favorite is without a doubt Time After Time. Time After Time is one of the worst cover songs I've ever heard.
Yeah, I think I'm right there with you on both.
Mm-hmm. It's just it's. I think that one's kind of pretty clear cut. Like, I think if you ask the average person when they listen to this, it's going to be that exact answer. Dark All Day has such a sick saxophone, which is going to win a lot of people over, even if they don't really like synthwave. And then Time for Time is just not very, very good.
Not good at all.
Oh man, I don't even know why they did it. And like
All right,
this is a big enough band that they would have to ask for permission to use this song, right? Like they would actually have to reach out and get like be allowed to do a cover. So like there was like they had to fight for this. They had to fight for that song to come out. Insane work. I just don't get it. This is better as a 12-song album without that. Whatever.
All right. Well, speaking of saxophones, I bring to the table Saxophone Colossus.
Which table? There's two tables. There's one with your
I bring to the floor in front of the TV between us.
Well, no, it's actually
Saxophone Colossus.
It's actually going to go on the TV. So you need to say like on the screen. You need to say on this you bring it to the screen.
I bring to the TV.
Okay.
Saxophone Colossus by Sonny Rollins.
You got anything to say about it or? Nothing.
Sorry, I'm having ChatGPT write me
a synopsis.
Write me a script for this one.
Oh, okay, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it.
Yeah.
Smart people said I should like this album.
True. Let's do.
No, this was Sonny Rollins' breakaway work. He was doing shit before, obviously, but this was his breakaway. In I think this would be like second jazz revival in the like 60s, 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Personally, my favorite saxophone-led jazz composition, or at least top of the mind. I've been listening to this album a shit ton recently. I fucking adore the instrumentation on it. Obviously, the saxophone just speaks to me greatly, but the percussion,
I was gonna say I like the drummer a lot.
Is immaculate.
The drummer's
it's so fucking good.
Tommy Flanagan, correct? I quite like his drumming, especially on songs like I want to say it's Moritat. I really like his drumming. Let me see if that's the song.
Then Flanagan, if I'm not mistaken, is basically just a recording artist.
Really? Because he was the only name I knew from this record before I listened to it. Maybe I'd heard of Sonny Rollins.
Well, at the time, I believe he was just a recording artist.
Okay. Yeah, because he was the only one I was really like. I definitely heard his name a bunch of times before listening to this. Was Tommy Flanagan's, which is weird because I don't know much about jazz. Like that's
it's not like they made a quartet. This was just a one and done situation, which is obviously like I love shit like that. Like let me a quartet, but just like some blokes playing together usually makes for some cool stuff.
Yeah. No.
So you hadn't listened to this before.
Oh no, jazz. I like jazz, but I've never like explored the genre or like its history or like gone through the big hits or anything like that. I just haven't. You know, it's not my genre of choice necessarily, so I've never been inspired to do that. I do like it. I mean, it's good. It's ridiculous to try to say that it's not good or nothing, but it just I don't know. It's a genre I'm uneducated in. I will say, I got to bring up the elephant in the room.
No.
If you and if the listeners would go to the song called "You Don't Know What Love Is," and you go to the timestamp 340.
We can probably just play that for the people at home.
If you go to that, it plays the Chinese riff. Do 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 do.
I mean, it's a great jazz album and all. I just didn't expect it to be Chinese.
No,
I mean, it's fine.
Listen, this is a great album. It's completely. I got completely flashbanged whenever that happened.
What's funny is I probably listened to this album like 50 times, and I have never once noticed that riff.
Dude, I'm just like a real musician or whatever, you know?
Because you texted me about it. I was like, what is that noise? And just before, there's like the saxophone blurts out, and it's like, bah. So I figured you were talking about that, and then I listened more closely, and my jaw dropped. My mouth was agape. It was an absurd revelation. That's the wave we're on, you know?
Dude, listen, I'm just saying, that's how you can tell I really did listen to this. Because I picked up something you've never picked up on in your, 40 years of listening to this?
Yeah, I'm about 57. I was like 13, I think.
Yeah, so you've been listening to this for a long time.
Yeah.
And I picked it up once. And let me tell you, buddy, someone in this was Chinese. I don't know if it was Sonny, Tommy, Doug, or Max.
The people at home can Google these men and tell us which one is Chinese.
If one of them is Chinese, that will be the funniest thing ever. Because then in my mind, he was like, hey, Sonny, you know what you should do? Hold on, just do a little something like this, and like he mouthed it out, and then Sonny was like, yeah, that'll be good. I'll put that on there.
Something like this.
And he's like, yeah.
And the world was never the same.
Never. Besides that, I will say, I without knowing anything about jazz, this is coming from someone who isn't a jazz head. I would say I think I like the first 3 tracks a lot more than I like the last 2.
That's fair.
I don't know. I just like the energy a lot more. I assumed Blue 7 was going to be the one that blew me away because it was 11 minutes long or something like that.
That's just how jazz be sometimes.
Yeah, I figured, but I was like, oh, he ends with the 11-minute song. That's got to be awesome. It was good.
Yeah, we're not Tyler the Creator here, man. It's not like.
Yeah, that's fair. That was good. I liked it.
Yeah, like favorite. Strode Road for me is one of the single best pieces of jazz instrumentation ever. It is awesome. It's everything I like about a jazz album. Like, go fast, fuck it, you know, a fun riff.
Yeah, it was.
I like the percussion playing along with the saxophone. Anytime that the jazz track has a guy just fucking hammering on a hi-hat for like 10 minutes, awesome, fucking beautiful.
Yeah, no, Strode Road was the only song I was like, oh, I've heard this one before. I don't know where. Maybe it was in like a movie or something. But I've heard Strode Road before.
Yeah.
So obviously that's a pretty big record. It might be my favorite on here. Blue 7's definitely my least favorite. Because it's, I mean, there's 5 tracks to pick from. None of them are bad by any means. But it's really long, and I don't think it earned that length by doing anything particularly exciting.
That's fair. It's a slower one.
Yeah.
For me, You Don't Know What Love Is.
I was gonna say I think that one might be my favorite. You Don't Know What Love Is.
That's my least favorite,
really?
Honestly. It's a jazz standard. Just about every musician you can think of has their own version of this, or multiple.
Okay.
And this is just not one I find myself returning to.
Yeah, I also like. I also really
still
liked,
a fucking awesome album.
Those first 3 are pretty close. Like I could interchange between those 3. I do remember really liking the drums on Moritat, but everything else I was lost on. And then Blue 7's just fine. But any of those 3 would be picks. But today I'm feeling probably You Don't Know What Love Is. Tomorrow it could be St. Thomas or Strode Road. But right now, You Don't Know What Love Is the one that would speak to me the most.
Strode Road carries.
Yeah, so, I mean, Strode Road was maybe I think Strode Road was at a slight disadvantage because it was the only one that I was like, oh, I've heard this before, so it wasn't anything new. I don't know where I'd
Sure.
heard it, but I'd heard it before. All right, and then that brings us.
I think that does it.
That brings us to the end of our first ever episode of TDS LPS.
Now we turn
the LP show.
the camera onto you, the audience. What have you guys been listening to?
We're not going to listen to it or nothing, but we can engagement farm off of it.
Yeah.
I don't even think. I think is YouTube the only place where you're able to comment stuff? Because
SoundCloud or something. I don't know.
I don't even know where this is going to go on yet. I was just going to put it on like some platform that puts it on stuff. So this is going wherever.
Comment 1 if you hate Michael.
No, don't do that.
Comment 2 if you want Michael to die.
Oh, this is a worse pick. What's 3? Does 3 do anything?
Comment 3 if you love him.
Oh, okay.
I think he should keep doing what he's doing.
Everyone should say 3 if you ask me. That's just my opinion, though. And I do think, Dylan, that at the end of an episode, it was the first one, I think we should tell the listeners what we're going to talk about the next week, so that they have a chance to listen to it.
Well, I'm going to have to get back to you on that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dude, this is the same conversation we just were having.
Yeah, it hasn't been 2 or 3 days.
No,
you're right. So as I was just saying, we should give people the opportunity. We should say what we're going to talk about next week, so we give people the opportunity to listen as well.
Right.
What have you picked out, Dylan?
Well, you see, I think for my new 2025 release for week 2, it will be When the Iron is Hot by Overcast, period.
Okay. I haven't listened to that one yet. I will have the opportunity to in the incoming week.
Wow.
Just like the listener will.
Yep.
Isn't that impressive?
They'll do that.
So should I give you my new pick, or should you just go with both your picks?
No, please.
Okay. So my new pick is MS Paint's No Separation. I think I suggested you check this out whenever I listened to it like 2 months ago. And it is... it's a little nicher, I think, anyway, than the Overcast pick. It's not like a super underground pick, but it might be the most underground that we've talked about so far. I don't know. How underground are you? Fantano's talked about you, right?
Yeah, he's talked about me.
He's talking about you?
Yeah.
In particular?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. All right. And then for your elderly old man pick, what do you got for us?
Well, it's not so much that old. But
it's not the beach that makes you old.
No, it's a 2024 release that I did not speak of in our 9-hour-long album roundup
video.
No, but I have told you that I regret not doing so. I just didn't get around to it till 2025. It is MJ Lenderman's Manning Fireworks.
Okay. I was wondering how long it would take before one of our old picks was something that was like last year or the year before.
We just missed it.
It took 2 episodes.
Hey, I need to talk about it.
No, it's fine. It's within the bounds of the rules or whatever. And then to finish you off, I'm gonna hit you with this first. You're going to be revolted at first. But
okay.
Keep in mind, this is on paper. If I were to tell you, hey, I want you to check out this post-grunge album, you'd go, oh, that sounds pretty cool. So I'm having to hit you with my Creed's My Own Prison.
No, don't make me listen to the whole fucking album.
Dude, listen, I'm not messing with you. I went back like 3 days ago and I listened to the whole album. And I was like, wow. Say what you want about like what follows, but those are like, that's clearly like a young band who's very passionate about what they're making. And I was very impressed. I do think and I say this without having listened to the rest of the discography, but I am under the impression that they may have faltered at some point and maybe lost the passion and the quality. But this debut kind of rocks.
This is before they started doing like atrocious album covers.
Yes.
I don't know if we want to show the class the one I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of the one where they're on the tree.
Where they're a tree.
Yeah, dude. It's bad. I do actually really rock with the My Own Prison one. It's like a guy in a corner, terrified. It's probably their peak one. But yeah, the weathered album cover where they're in the tree. Not Heat at all.
No.
I do kind of like the Human Clay one where it's like the CGI man coming out of the ground.
It's like Tool albums.
Yeah. But I will say, like, from a completely authentic point of view, the My Own Prison cover goes hard. I don't know if that's one of the singers or like what the story behind it is. But like it kind of rocks. Just a man cowering in fear. And then I'll do it. This is the end of the first episode of the double-sided LP show.
Looks like we got some homework to do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's my catchphrase for the end of the video.
So I love the video, and then you're what, a teacher?
Yeah.
All right, that works, I guess. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye bye.